Welcome. We are celebrating 20 years of OpenStreetMap, and today we're with Charlie Plett. Hi, Charlie.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fine. And you? How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Okay, great to have you here in these microphones and participating in this celebration. So let's start with three questions that we have asked to the previous interviewees. The first question is, what's your OpenStreetMap user?
It is Charlie Plett.
With some capital or spaces?
It's capital C, Charlie, with a space, and then capital P, Plett.
Okay, perfect. We do double T.
Yes, double T.
Okay, perfect. Okay, tell me, how long have you been working on OpenStreetMap, contributing in OpenStreetMap?
I think I've been contributing for about 7 years.
Okay, and where are you contributing from? In which
I'm
place of the world?
contributing from Spanish Lookout, Belize.
Oh, wow, great. Great to have you here. Okay, let's start with the random question, Charlie. Uh, okay, the first question is, what is your greatest OSM related achievement?
Finishing the mapping of the entire country of Belize, the land use especially.
Wow, that's amazing. The
Yes,
land use or agriculture, industrial, all that stuff, have you mapped?
everything. And
Wow.
also and also every road surface of every road in Belize.
Wow. And how did you do that? How did you get the
Well,
information?
I knew every road that was paved, right, or concrete. I had mapped those already. So then in JOSM, I just selected all the roads that were not paved or concrete and made them all into unpaved.
But with
It was
only
actually
satellite imagery or how?
no. I have been on every paved road in Belize. It's not a big country, so I know every road that is paved.
Wow, that's amazing. You have arrived a lot. Okay. So the other question is, what do you find most fun or rewarding about mapping?
What I find the most rewarding is when I see a completed area with the land use and the roads and buildings and everything. When when it looks complete, that's rewarding.
When it looks complete. Okay. The only thing is what is complete for you.
Well, it never ends because after a while you can go into 3D mapping.
Wow, 3D mapping. Yeah, that's another step. That's another thing. Okay,
Yeah.
that's more difficult. Okay, Charlie, tell me, what have you mapped recently?
Recently, I've been mapping land use and rivers in the Itzabal department of Guatemala.
Okay, okay, okay. Wow. And tell me, who's your favorite mapper?
My favorite mapper is Tabruz, lowercase t.
Tabruz.
He's from northern Belize, and he's what inspired me to start mapping when I saw the work that he was doing.
Okay, okay, okay. Tabruz. Okay, I haven't heard about him. Could you tell me a little bit more? What have he done?
Well, he mostly, when I started mapping that the first time, there was no land use mapped in Belize yet. But I noticed that he had started some land use mapping. I was intrigued, like what if my entire district was mapped that way? I started mapping my district slowly and slowly snowballed. I started mapping other districts. And then suddenly he started mapping the northern district and suddenly he had like almost half done the northern district. And then I was inspired to complete the entirety of Belize. I didn't believe it was actually possible to complete the entirety of Belize, but after that I got hope and I finished it.
Wow, that's inspiring. This story. Great. Okay. Tell me, do you map the places you plan to go, like the place that you're going to go for vacations?
I do sometimes, but mostly if it's closer to home. If it's farther away, or if I don't go there often, again, I feel like it's kind of pointless for me to map it, especially since I mostly do road trips when I do vacations. So, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. And tell me, what has been your longest mapping session? How many hours?
I think I would sometimes start mapping right after lunch and map all the way till evening, so maybe 7 or 8 hours,
Wow. Okay, mapping roads, buildings, everything.
everything.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, what's your favorite pizza topping?
Favorite what?
Pizza the for
Oh,
eating.
pizza topping. I
Pizza
guess
top.
pepperoni.
Pepperoni. Good
Yes.
choice. Okay, and what do you like most about OSM? The community, the technology, the mapping data, anything else?
I like the community. It's nice to be able to chat with someone that has the same interests as you have. It's so hard to find anyone that is interested in mapping or stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
So it's great to have a community where you can talk about those things.
Okay, the community. Perfect, perfect. Okay, our last interview, we left a question for you, which is, what is the biggest difficulty you have faced in OSM with OSM? She was saying like giving presentation, giving speeches was very hard for her. So, what is your most the biggest difficulty you have faced with OpenStreetMap?
I think it's finding some of the correct taggings. A lot of taggings are made for European countries and not really for here in Central America. So we are missing a lot of tags that don't exist yet.
Okay, 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 okay. Great. And what will be that question for our next interviewee? What is your question for him?
Um,
Tricky question from my side.
Tricky question. I guess my question would be, um, are you having fun mapping?
Are you having fun mapping? Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay, we have been we are celebrating the 20 years of OpenStreetMap, and we were with Charlie Plett. Charlie, thank you.
Yes, thank you too.